What all of these Edwardian and Victorian thinkers reacted against in Darwinism. It was specifically about Darwinism. What they reacted against, and what even Darwin himself reacted against. If you look at the last page and the penultimate paragraph of Origin of Species, you'll find this. What they reacted against was the logic of natural selection itself, which in his autobiography Darwin says, but he didn't hold on to it. He says, natural selection operates like the wind. It's not going anywhere. Now, if you think of that, then humans as natural animals are, come about without any purpose involved. And if they disappear, it's without any purpose. I mean, that is the Darwinian message. And that was what it wasn't, as Dawkins and others have suggested, that what the Victorians feared and dreaded about Darwinism was that it was a non-religious account of creation. What they feared and dreaded about it was that it seemed to empty the universe of human meaning. And so many of them, what they then sort of wanted was to find through science, to inject through science some of the meaning that science appeared to have removed. And so the purposelessness that they objected to was sort of in the theory. And now, interesting, if you look at that last page in Darwin, what he says is, well, here we've got natural selection, the last page of Origin of Species. He says, but, I mean, this is Darwin the Victorian speaking. He says, we have progress. We move from microscopic animals to worms. He was very interested in worms, to the lower animals, to the higher animals, to us. Then he concludes, and thus the process is one of progress to perfection. That's on the last page of Darwin's Origin of Species. So I think Darwin's theory, I mean, I'm not a sort of dogmatic Darwinist. I think all scientific theories are hypotheses or conjectures, so I wouldn't go to the stake for it. But if it's even an approximation of the truth, a rough approximation, it is still a challenge. It is still a challenge, and it's sort of not. It's not as easy to get round it by, as many people have thought, and you can feel it very powerfully in these Victorian writers. And for one thing, every single one of them mentions Darwin. Every single one of them talks about Darwin repeatedly in everything they write. So we don't have to sort of interpret it. They say that the meaninglessness they're confronted by is one which has been sort of brought into their lives by this scientific theory. But where they're distinctive, if you like, is that they turn to science, not religion. They've either not had religion to start with, or they've given it up. They turn to science to bring back the meaning that science has taken away.